So today I'm going to try and show you how I did these one stroke flowers, and we're just gonna, and I just kind of, started out with basic and then just kind of changed it up on each one of them. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with this here, I think. And so I went ahead and prepared it. It already has 2 coats of this ASP, and I just love this. I use it for French manicures all the time, and it's called Pink Whisper, and I even love it by itself. It's really, really pretty. And I went ahead and put a matte top coat over it, so hopefully you can see it, I hope. I don't have a great setup for hand painting, so I will try the best I can. And this is my first time at one stroke, so there's that too. So this is the brush that I used. It's not one that's made for one stroke, but so you can get one of those if you want. I didn't have one, but they can either be straight flat or they can have an angle like this one does. And this one was a small angle, and this one's actually used, it's by LE Light Elegance, and it's actually used for cleaning up your white French tip to clean up the line. Anyway, so I figured it worked good for this. So I have a little cup of water, a little plastic lid. I'm putting my paint on, and it's just craft paint, craft store acrylic paint. Now, if you want to use, something else, you're welcome to. The only thing with the acrylic paint is it does dry fast. So you might have to keep adding or, whatever. So the way I'm doing it is I'm going to put on the shorter end, because it's angled, right? So on the shorter, where the bristles are shorter end, I'm going to do the dark color always, and then the lighter color is on the longer bristles. So however you want to do that. If you use a flat brush and just one side is for the dark always, and the other side is for the light. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get a little bit of dark on here, so hopefully you can see that, and then I'm just going to do light on the other side. Grab some light, and so like that. And then I'm just gonna see on my plastic lid how I've done it like this. So I'm just gonna do it just like that. So it's just kind of a ribbon look, so light and dark. So I only do it twice, and that is just because it's helping you blend. See, then it helps you blend it on your brush. Otherwise it won't be blended. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some more because I want to make sure I got this right, because it's going to be kind of crazy trying to do it from your angle, but I'm going to try it. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just do a petal. So I'm going to do 2 petals, 3 petals, 4 petals. You can do 6 petals if you want, 5 petals. I guess I'll do, I guess I'll do 6. So now this is definitely beginner. Like I said, this is my first one stroke try mani. So we've got the highlights and the lowlights, and so we're going to go ahead and we're going to rinse out our brush because the acrylic paint dries really fast. And so now if you didn't like this, if you're real picky or whatever, you didn't like it or you want it more opaque, then you could do a second coat over it the same way you did the first coat. Or if you got some petals you didn't like, you can go over them, with a second coat. I think I'm good with these. I'm not, it's funny how they're imperfect, but when you get it all done, it looks pretty. So we're going to do that, and then I think we'll do, on this one, I did a rosebud. So these are supposed to be like old-fashioned roses. So I did a rosebud. So we'll do that too. Same way, just get a little bit of the dark on one side, and then on the other side of it is going to be the lighter color. So you got the dark and the light, and then you're just going to brush it on here to just, hopefully you can see, you're just going to brush it on here just so that you're kind of blending it on your brush. And then you're just going to do your rosebud. We'll do our rosebud like right over here. So there's our rosebud. No big deal. If you want to do 2 rosebuds, you know, you could do 2 rosebuds. You know, then maybe you just do it a little bit higher up and you do your second rosebud like that. Okay, so then we're going to wash off of our paint again, wash our paint off, and yeah, I kind of like it. It's pretty. Anyway, we're going to do our leaves next. So see how our leaves are, and I changed them up, you know, depending on how I did the flowers. And so anyway, so we're just going to do a light green or dark green, and then we're going to do a lighter green. So let's do that. So I'm going to get a little bit, oh, I used the wrong brush. Oops. I was using another brush, just a, you know, just a little brush to put my paint on with is all. So I'm going to put some more of the dark in here. It doesn't take a bunch of paint, as you can see. Of course, if you were doing all 10, of course it would take more. And then I'm going to put some of this light green, lighter green, and you can use whatever colors that you want to. I think I should probably shake this up and get a little bit more paint in here. And we're going to put some of this on here too. Just somewhere over here, some light green. Okay, there we go. That should be enough. All right, so let's got our same brush, and we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to get the dark green on one side of it and the light green on the other side of it. So, and it's better if you just do the dark on the same side and the light on the same side. It's easier to keep it straight that way. Okay, so there's your light and your dark, and we're going to do the same thing on here. We're just going to, you know, swipe a couple times just so it blends